Hi guys, and welcome to What About, a series of short reviews for new releases. So, what about Primal Carnage? Released at the end of October by Reverb Publishing and developed by Lukewarm Media, Primal Carnage is an asymmetrical first-person shooter, third-person mauler. While I don't normally play many first-person shooters these days, on account of being embarrassingly bad at them, I couldn't resist the urge to play a game where I could stomp around as a T-Rex or dart around as a raptor tearing people limb from limb. You take control of one of two teams, either a human or a dinosaur. Each team has 5 different classes. The humans are played in the first person and have a variety of ranged and melee weapons, while dinosaurs are played in the third person and are mainly melee with a few ranged and support abilities. The graphics are very nice for an indie game, making great use of the Unreal Engine. There are enough graphical options to tweak the settings for performance and quality, as well as a handy POV slider for the first person. The game launches with 5 maps, all as well crafted as one another, but each with a different theme. Many have lush, dense foliage, excellent for small dinos to hide in. It's all interactive, so moving greenery is often a giveaway to the presence of a sneaking raptor closing in on you. The character models are well made. The texture quality isn't the best, but the game runs at a high frame rate, so you'll never really notice. The animation quality is generally superb throughout, but I can't help feeling that more attention was given to the dinosaurs than the humans. I did notice 1 or 2 issues with the high-res textures being slow to load, but this has always been a side effect of the Unreal Engine. Whichever way you slice it, I almost feel like I'm in Jurassic Park. The sound is well done, with some meaty sound effects. Don't expect much in the way of music, but gunshots and explosions are deep and heavy. You can almost feel the Pathfinder's shotgun if you have a decent set of speakers. The humans have some nice voice acting to accompany them, which is different for each class. While a lot of the speech is very tongue-in-cheek, it doesn't spoil the game in any way, and can be hilarious in some situations. The roars and screeches from the dinosaurs are equally terrifying, and while a few of these sound effects seem to be stock, the sound of a T-Rex roaring behind you or a raptor breathing in your ear is enough to make you sit up and take notice. As for the gameplay, I really enjoyed it. As I said at the start, I'm hilariously bad at FPS games, but that doesn't stop me having a good time. I've tried all 10 classes that Primal Carnage initially has to offer, and I really did prefer some more than others. All of the human classes felt balanced and different, most of them having at least one long range attack and a support ability. This means the humans can go out on a lone wolf playstyle. However, I often noticed the humans would stick around in a group back to back, as the first person point of view makes it easy for the raptors to sneak up behind you. The dinosaurs, on the other hand, all play and handle very differently. From the big T-Rex who stomps around trampling and chomping on humans, to the swift raptors who can prance, sneak and pounce on their prey, to the flying pteranodon who can swoop down, pick up humans and drop them from a great height, as well as being able to spot mark human targets for his dinosaur comrades to close in on. While the dino's third person viewpoint does give them an advantage, they really do need to work together as a team. A lot of their abilities are support based, and it's difficult to go toe to toe with a shotgun or a flamethrower. I did have a few slight issues while playing as the dino classes. The pteranodon is very hard to control in the air and next to useless on the ground. Their ability to grab a human and carry him off is very tricky to time right and connect, and it's all too easy to crash land in the middle of a group of gun carrying commandos. Also, the bigger dinos like the T-Rex do have a habit of getting stuck on the terrain, and even from time to time, clipping through it. Clipping is something I did notice quite a bit of, sometimes being able to spot someone trying to hide behind a wall because their tail was clipping through. Unlike most modern FPS games, this is very pick up and play. You have 10 vanilla classes and you just pick one and jump in. There is no XP gaining, no levelling up, no unlockable weapons or upgrades. On top of that, respawn time is as long as it takes you to click on your choice of class and you're straight back into the action. My verdict? Honestly, I really do like Primal Carnage. If you like first person shooters and you like dinosaurs, then you can't go wrong. This game doesn't take itself too seriously, it's quick and easy to get into and it's fun to play. The classes on both teams are varied enough for any player to find a class that suits your playstyle. While there are a few glitches and bugs, there doesn't seem to be anything major, and I didn't experience anything that was a game breaker. The game is currently £12 in the UK, which is seemingly good value. However, you only get 5 maps and 1 game mode, which is Team Deathmatch. However, developer Lukewarm Media have promised long-term DLC, at least some of which is going to be free, which will contain new maps, new game types, and possibly even new classes in the future. So if you're all burnt out on COD and Battlefield, and fancy giving something a little different a try, then I would recommend this to you. It's a very polished game for an indie title, and it's great fun for the casual shooter.